Honest J. Nowak. Coming at you live. Alright.
A pleasure to meet y'all at last. Welcome back to HJN, and this is part 2 of 9 that we have going on for today's marathoning session. And I tell you, you're probably going to be seeing a lot of marathoning sessions, be it small ones or big ones, especially up until the point where it's time for me to close off this whole season. And this season is going to have well over 550 episodes. I feel like I got a good fixation on the episode quantity, and 550 something might just be that. So we're going to talk a bit about sponsorships for number 962. And so let's get it on. I've actually talked a little while on various companies that I would like to have sponsorships with. And believe it or not, I'm actually going to be having a countdown video pretty soon that'll talk specifically about sponsorships that I wish to have with Kaiju Force Neo at some point. Companies of all sorts that I've known very well, including Sargento, Blue Diamond, Genesis, Motors, as well as a ton of other great things out there. I would so definitely want to have sponsorships with them at any sense of the worry. Every step of the way that I have with how big my company has gotten so far has certainly been quite a ride. But these days, I am actually looking forward to seeing what kind of company would want to assist my work down the road. Because with all the things that I will be having in the future, the many different film projects that I potentially have, either as ideas or concepts, or ones that are currently in progress at this point, the making of these things can be a bit of an expensive trip all the way through. Considering how my last project was, pretty much, it was well over $20,000 worth in the making. With all the clothes that I had, with all the cars I've driven, or basically used as part of the project itself, and then the handful of other supplies, materials, props, etc. Compared to some other projects I've had back then, of which that they would indeed cost way more. Nerf Secret Reveal Bolts of Intrigue, for example, has cost me around $69,400 just to make. And there were 4 cars in total. And all of them had cost well over 3/4 of that whole price tag just to make that film. And the rest of it has gone on to various props, costumes, Nerf blasters, darts, etc. And not to mention effects, which were pretty much there all the way. Most of which were free, but sometimes I can't get everything for free. But it's still important to note that you always want to have the support of anybody out there whom is willing to help. And so, such very big things out there, like sports, the NBA, NASCAR, and NHL, they have all sorts of advertising for companies of all sorts. And the big reason is so they can help fund these various games that they play all the time. Whenever they want to have a field to practice on or to basically use for an exact session, then they require a lot of money for upkeeps, for performance, and more importantly, for the players' wages. And there's all sorts of other things out there that goes into the process of having a sport competition take place. It costs a lot of money just to manage on that alone. But thankfully, we have all sorts of companies out there that are willing to lend out things, including shares and stocks, as a way to help others make profits from their own stockholders. And above all that, I do feel like that there's certainly a ton of other stuff that I could get into within this whole entire argument that some people might convey, but yet, let's not go there. At least not at the moment. But if you do want to see more, go down to my channel, then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.